Hey guys, how you doing? I'm going to, as usual, wait a minute. Since I'm 11 minutes late, which seems to be my MO. Sorry about that. And here we go. Waiting to see who comes on in. A lot of material to cover tonight. Astrologically speaking, that's a very busy time. What's going on here? Aha! Sandra, Angela, hi guys, how you doing? What's happening here? Oh my gosh, hey Sandy, Patty, Jackson, hi, Bree, yay, yay, Elizabeth, that's cracking me up. Hi, Gail. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, too. Yeah, there's a lot. I have a lot of notes here that my printer, I'm late today. There's always a reason, not an excuse. I'd like to think. Hey, Christine. Karen. My printer decided to have a moment as I'm trying to finish up a private reading and print out my notes. It decided, literally had a moment. It was like, not sure what I want. And then it decided it wanted more ink, so I put in a new ink cartridge. And then it wanted to run some kind of cycle. I'm like, let's not do that, but it did that anyway. Go cancel cycle, and it decided it was still gonna. Why'd you ask? No, my marriage. Why'd you ask if you were gonna do it anyways? Even as hi, Mike, Dara. Oh no. Okay, get your COVID vaccine. Cold. I'm glad you're getting better. Hey, Paul and Leslie. Okay. So, when I was putting together my little announcement for tonight's video, I forgot to mention the Mercury retrograde that is coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? It's so cold. I'm so miserable, Leslie. I hate the cold so much. I can't. Every winter, I'm like, how am I still here? How is this happening to me? My daughter Daisy is in Florida. She's in West Palm, and in college down there. And she says, it's cold down here too, Mom. I'm like, really? She goes, yes, 50. I'm like, shut up. I don't want to hear about 50. My God. Although my brother and sister-in-law in Arizona, Buckeye, Arizona, earlier in the week had ice and sleet and snow, which I don't know that is even remotely normal. So the weather's insane. The astrology is also insane. So let's talk about this. I did a video yesterday. Yeah. Hey, Greta. I did a video yesterday with astro.com showing you how to find things like transits, moons, where the moon was, full moon, new moon, retrogrades, using astro.com and looking at your natal chart. Did anyone have a problem with that? I've done that a few times. Hey, Dee. Did anyone have any problems following along? Because I do one of these videos every so often, just to here's astro, here's how we look it up. So, what'd you think? Anything? Did you look? Please go lay down, Noah. Noah's losing his mind. And anyway, so we have a lot. Nobody's gonna be ready for this retrograde. Bree, don't worry about it. No one could possibly be ready for this retrograde. It is tomorrow, goes through February 20th, 3 long weeks around communication, technology, travel, scheduling, and anything logistical. Okay, anything that requires planning, basically. You also want to look at where it's falling in your chart. So thank you for looking. Okay. Well, I mean, you got to watch the video. It's on this page. Hey, Soanne. Hi. So, and I broke this down further, so it should help. Because the Mercury retrograde is in Aquarius, right? Aquarius rules things like friendships, collaboration, anything, any kind of futuristic technology. That's all Aquarius's MO. And so you're gonna see, you know, again, friendships, collaboration, and technology being particularly hard hit. Friendships could end during this retrograde. New friendships could come in. And again, you still want to look at your chart, you know, to be clear where it's being most affected. Here we go. Where everyone's here. So it's really important that you back up your files, read your text before you send them, reread anything. Don't assume anything's going to go the way it's supposed to go. The retrograde is also part of the big 2021 Aquarius stellium. 6 planets are going to be clustered together in Aquarius. So Mercury's retrograde is going to be amplified by all these other planets. There's so much cosmic energy, such a cosmic clusterfuck. Sorry, that's all you can call it. It's going to be hard not to get caught up in this storm, okay? And again, something may have to end in order for something to move forward. And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. We know Uranus is chaotic changes, often painful chaotic changes. Uranus is, you know, uranium, which they use to make bombs, right? Okay. So I'm just trying to see my notes because since it was hard to print them out, it was really fun to go over them. Could you please sit down, Noah? Please sit down. The animals are crazy too. Add that to the problem. Dogs are nuts. All right. Jupiter. I want to talk about Jupiter. It's transiting Aquarius from the 18th of December last year, 2020, till the 30th of December of 2021. So this whole year. It's going to move into Pisces from May 13th till July 29th. Then it goes right back into Aquarius again. So this is important because, you know, Jupiter is usually where your luck is found. Jupiter is expansive. Jupiter likes to blow things up, literally. Noah, I'm right here. It's okay, buddy. Right here. You know, I told you too. My 7th house, my 6th house, excuse me. Aquarius for me goes between my 6th and 7th. And Poppy died. My little Poppy died suddenly, like in a day. Eating, drinking, I talked about it briefly. But the Sunday before Martin Luther King Day, no, she was acting in the law. Brought her into the vets Monday. It's like, there's nothing really. She's walking. She's curious. She's looking around. She's eating. She's drinking. They took a blood sample. They, you know, I left urine and a fecal. And she died that night. So that was rough. And of course, I've been beating myself up, wondering what I missed or what I could have done differently. I'll probably be talking to Teresa, our pet psychic. But yeah, that was weird. And now the animals are very weirded out by that. So everyone's missing Poppy's sweet energy. So anyway, and then again, that's where that energy hit my 6th house, and the 6th house. Thanks, Leslie. Thank you, Rosemary. But that's the 6th house of pets are in the 6th house. Pets, co-workers, everyday work life, minor illnesses. Thanks, Nicoletta. Thanks, guys. I don't like talking about it like that much. It really was hard. Actually, I couldn't really talk about it. I was not in a very good mood. But I want to tell you, when these planets hit a house, they hit it, and they hit it hard. And you need just to pay attention. even though there's nothing that you can do the best you can. And then ironically, a week later, Noah decided to sprain his back. So I was back at the vet's with my basset hound having his back. Now, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Look at the camera. Look at the camera. You see? Yeah. Yeah. What's it? I've let you out like 3 times since I walked in. You've got food. You've got everything you need. He's shaking. What, buddy? What is it? What? Okay. Let's. Don't attack him. Stop. Stop. You get down. Go lay down. Oh, all right. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Sandy. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, guys. Really. So he's just out of his tree here. Okay, buddy, I'm right here. I'm right here. What's the matter? He's shaking. What is it? Huh? What? You're crazy. What's that, bud? Now I'm paranoid, of course. You know? Now I'm just paranoid. I think you just want that. Actually, a lot of you know the animals have been, all of our pets have been extremely clingy and off with this energy as well. Okay, Jupiter. So it's where our luck is. Things blow up. It's expansive. We got a whole long year of this in Aquarius, right? Except for those couple months when it moves into Pisces. Visions of anything new futuristic, okay? Both personally and globally. That's where it gets dicey. It's a great time for increased enlightenment, discovery, knowledge, understanding, and particularly in the sciences and technology. Global communications, the internet, a new ethical mindset where these are concerned. So how the internet is shared, how information is provided. I've always said there is no excuse. This whole planet should be so well educated. We could be providing amazing training, college education to the whole world via the internet. Put screens up, have classes outside. I mean, everyone should be able to have access to this information, all information, right? Could you stop? You got to stop, okay, pal? So the other thing, so much going on here. We're also going to find, however, again, Aquarius, which is human rights, rebellion, revolution. Okay, it's interesting because Aquarius is the humanitarian, but also the revolutionary. And so we have a strong urge to move on, to make improvements, to have more individuality, freedom, equality, human rights. So we're going to see increased, go lay down right now. That's enough. We're going to see increased dissatisfaction and opposition, okay, to conventional attitudes, out-of-date hierarchies, old structures that prevent progress. We're going to see more people who see things differently, who want reform, who want change, who are willing to experiment with something out of the ordinary, all looking for a new, better life. It's a surge for change, which means protests, rebellions, but also a greater sense of vision. Belief in miraculous change, because Jupiter rules that. All right. So the other, because there's not enough, right? We have Uranus. It's transiting Taurus. Now, Uranus is traditionally the ruler of Aquarius. It's transiting Taurus. What does that mean? That means crises, shock, insecurity, especially in the stock market and investments. What are we looking at right now? What are we looking at right now? And what's the knee-jerk to that? We're watching this awful thing, right, with GameStop. I'm brilliant, I know. And the people's knee-jerk is like, good, you should fail, hedge funds. Good for you. I posted that meme. It's like, just give them all $600. They'll be fine, We're all angry, We're all angry. And they're already thinking about passing new laws so the little guy can't make the money that the big guys make all the time. So, hey, Sherry. So, the other thing is Saturn is now in Aquarius. During all of this time, Saturn brings in resistance, fear, and demanding that hard work and perseverance and planning is done for all these innovations to occur. It really, when I tell you it's a cluster, I meant it, okay? It really is. Also with Aquarius, it's important to remember this. Aquarius, along with Pisces and Scorpio, are the three most intuitive signs of the zodiac. You would think Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, but actually it's Aquarius, the water bearer. Now, not that anyone else's sign, honestly, everyone's intuitive, I'm not. But when it comes to natural skills, looking at those for the big three, in terms of seeing into the future, okay? And Aquarius, the ability to see possibilities beyond what's already known. So really an interesting leap. Almost, I always say Aquarius is the mad scientist of the zodiac. They are. They are the beautiful mind people. And so, yeah, they see it, and then they take it a step further. Think of Tesla, who was a Cancer, by the way, but think of that whole idea of we could do this, and then we could do that. They springboard off of these ideas. Technology, that Uranus energy, which is sudden, fast, flashes, and flashes of brilliance, which is what Aquarius is known for. So, Aquarius also very independent. As much as they like their friends and their groups, they don't want to be restricted. They want independence. They value equality, freedom, individuality, but it hates to be tied down. It hates to be restricted. Doesn't really like rules. Rules for the sake of rules, not so much. Any kind of emotional neediness, any kind of pettiness. Aquarius is rational and logical, and yet it's inspirational. So it wants to challenge the establishment, right? So unconventional, rebellious, revolutionary. The inventor, the reformer, the rebel. Challenging the status quo. Invention, scientific experimentation, advanced technology. Anything that advances the progress of humankind. So what are we seeing? We're seeing these vaccines. We're seeing revolution. We're seeing dissatisfaction. We're seeing the status quo being challenged. We're looking at things that maybe are outmoded, the way we vote. The way we vote, looking at it real close, right? Hey, Bree. All right, we got an Aquarius in the house over here, my little Bree. Yeah, black sheep sometimes, not always. Oh, Aquarius. Also, the development of gadgets, inventions that help us, that free us from humdrum, So anything that helps, again, making everyday chores go faster, easier. That's all Aquarius as well. And this is going to all affect the way we organize ourselves and interact as a community, within our family, with our friends, in groups, local level, nationally, and internationally. And we're watching it now, aren't we? I mean, the astrology of this time is phenomenal. Jupiter in Aquarius is when the spirit of rebellion blooms and a disregard for the past is heightened. Freedom and independence become all important. So, a pronounced restlessness, a flourishing of deviant behavior, people doing their own thing regardless of others, defying convention, breaking from the past, leaving restricting jobs or relationships, experimenting with alternatives. However weird or quirky, things that maybe were only contemplated, dreamed about, want to move forward in that. And it's really like, I've had enough, I'm done, I want new. That's the headset. Where do you want new? Look and see where that Jupiter is in your chart. And that's where you're going to see yourself wanting to innovate and make changes. Oh, God, the dog is killing me. Stop, Noah. So you may find yourself meeting new friends, maybe leaving old friends, being more sociable, joining groups of like-minded people, getting more involved in your community. You might want to research new subjects, broaden your mind, take classes, educate yourself. Anything regarding science, technology, the global community, the internet, the universe, third eye energy, or astrology. Anything that encourages us to go beyond our usual parameters of thought and behavior to communicate new ideas and theories and open up to a greater, wiser understanding. All about benefiting our future as ourselves personally and globally. So, challenges to inequality, bigotry, sheep-like attitudes are likely to be rife, and bringing in greater acceptance of individualism, excuse me, and greater tolerance for other people. That's exciting, right? Even if their ways of life are different than our own, we're going to find ourselves being more tolerant, more open-minded. Now, also watch out, because our teachers come in all sorts of guises, all sorts of, and so look out for them. A lot of lessons, a lot of teachers, a lot of, you guys asked for it. You're always asking me, want to learn, want to do, want to know more. Well, here we are, people. Here we are. So the stellium in Aquarius, I broke it down to make it a little easier by house. So if you are an Aquarius rising, you will undoubtedly have a first house Aquarius stellium transit. Okay, it's not your natal chart, it's your transit. Okay, Aquarius rising people, first house. So the focus is really going to be on yourself. You may want to make a change in your appearance, your approach with something, the way you present yourself, or focus more on self-care. It's the house of new beginnings. So this could be an amazing time to focus on starting a new project or venture that you give attention to for at least the next few months, possibly the next few decades. Okay? About the self. If you are a Capricorn rising, the stellium will be hitting your second house. That is going to bring attention to your values, what you feel is worth something in life, and you may focus on making changes that help you live according to your values. After this, the Capricorn stellium we had last year, remember the Capricorn stellium? Yeah, it also makes sense that values that you used to have are no longer valid. And that's what changes for you, is what you value in general. What are your priorities? What do you value? It's also house of money. So you may change the way you manage money, the way you make money, what you spend money on, how you save money, how you invest money. Because it's all about assets and, give me a second, investment. And so you can invest in your education, right? That's what we look at it, how we invest. The third house would be Sagittarius rising. Sagittarius rising people hitting your third house. Communication and expression, how you communicate, how you express yourself, so you feel that you're better seen and heard. You may want to become a better listener, more engaging. It's the house of the mind. So you may take time to learn something new, share the knowledge you have, gather information or the advice you need, your ideas and short-term plans, taking advantage of opportunities to take action with ideas you have, making them real. Okay? Taking your visions, making them real. You've got a vision board? This might be the time to watch it come to fruition. Oh, yay! Okay, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the notes here. I'm glad Shay loves it. Good. And Stacy, yeah, been a good week. It's been a busy week. Why are you like this? What's going on with you? You've been out 3 times. You're fine. Why don't you go lay down? Okay, 4th house, Scorpio rising people. You're getting hit in your 4th house. So this is home and family. So you might want to give more attention to the matters of home and family. Spending more time at home or with your family. Making changes in your family relationships or your home itself. Move, redecorate, remodel. It's also, this 4th house is also ruled by the moon. So it's emotions, emotional issues that need to be addressed and strengthening yourself emotionally, again, within the home. Childhood memories are also in the 4th house. Maybe you may be dredging up some memories to finally put those things to bed. What? Go lay down. So, the 4th house is also the bottom of the chart. You may want to work on starting something from the ground up or improve the foundation of something that's important to you. The 5th house, Libra rising. Okay, all you Libra rising people. 5th house is the fun house. That's where everything fun is in the 5th house. Romance, affairs, hobbies, gambling, anything that's really just recreational is there in the 5th house. So, and children are in the 5th house. So it's really, if you're Libra rising, it's time to enjoy yourself. Having playtime, reconnecting with your heart, again, romance, making time for fun, new hobbies, spending time with what you love, doing what you love, being creative, being productive. If you're in a relationship, you may start taking it more seriously. It may be a time when you start considering the next step in your relationship. If you're single, you may decide that you all of a sudden want to give more attention to finding love and opening yourself up to a variety. Not, not just your type, but people that aren't your type, right? Hey, Misty. Okay, my Virgo rising people. That's hitting your 6th house, okay? Virgo rising is the 6th house. And so that's the house of work. Well, Virgo, there it goes. So for Virgo rising, this may be a time when you spend more time working, getting into the tasks and projects, anything that needs to get out of the way. Being very, being super productive. To make progress. If you don't like what you do for a living, this may be when you need to make changes and make them quickly. It also rules health, the 6th house. So any changes that improve your health and lifestyle, and even little changes, diet, exercise. But that's where you're coming with the 6th house stellium. So Virgo rising. Leo rising, that is hitting your 7th house. That's the house of relationships. So that's where the focus, relationships, how you deal with other people in your life or your relationships themselves. New people may be coming in. Others may have quick exits. You want to be more authentic in your relationships. And you want to be in the company of people who give you the space to be authentic. You don't want to be fake. You don't want to be phony. You want to be you. And you're also going to find yourself attracted to people who are unique and embrace that. It's also a good time to improve the balance in your life and bring in peace. Okay? I'm getting it mad. The 8th house, that's Cancer rising. You know what? Excuse me 1 second. I'm going to put this dog outside. Let's go. Come on. I guess you want to freeze to death. I don't know what to say. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Hurry up. Let's go. Head out. Go. What's wrong with you? I'll go outside. Go on. Head out. Yeah, I know. Okay, guys, sorry about that. If someone's having an emergency, he ran out of the door, so 4 times his charm. Okay? Hey, Kim. All right. 8th house stellium, that's your Cancer rising, folks. If you're Cancer rising, it's hitting your 8th house. That's heavy, okay? Transformations. So changes may not be that quick. These are metaphoric, metaphysical changes, complete transformations, and entire blocks of your life. In fact, possibly your entire life changing. Coming up with solutions to problems more quickly, that help you feel more independent. Tackling issues that prevented you from being your true self. Getting way deep down to the root, because that's the 8th house. The 8th house is death, sex, all things hidden, the occult, change, and other people's money. So investments and not investments, excuse me, other people's money, inheritances. Okay, so that Cancer rising, that's something. Sorry, that's no little thing. Gemini rising, 9th house. That's expansion. So changes that allow you to expand your life, have new experiences for learning and growth. The 9th house is foreigners, foreign travel, philosophy, religious studies, higher education, where the 3rd house is primary education. This is all about new experiences, learning, growth, being extra independent during this time, being very comfortable doing things your own way. You may want more space when you're making these changes, you're thinking of the future. It's also your beliefs. The 9th house is, again, philosophy, and so you may change the beliefs, religious studies, to be more in tune with who you are now. So if you were kind of like trying to have your foot in 2 camps, so to speak, it may just not be possible now. Yes. I'm looking at these notes. I'm sorry. Yes, Nicoletta. Hey, Robin. Your Cancer rising and the stellium is in your 7th. How the hell is it there? No. I gotta look at that chart again for you, Nicoletta. Because I'm also thinking you didn't change the date, possibly. Or it could be hitting your 7th and 8th, depending on the time. I gotta look at it again. Okay, because I'm Leo rising and it's hitting my 7th and 8th too. All right. For Taurus rising, you're gonna be getting hit on the 10th house, and that's goals, life path, career, house professional success. So a lot of focus on goals and directions, making changes with your goals, your direction in terms of your career. It's also professional success and the desire to be professionally, how you want the world to see you and view your life's work. So unexpected progress, goals, sudden unexpected recognition, attention for the work you've done, and the public eye may all of a sudden find you. You may all of a sudden find yourself in the limelight. It may seem sudden, but it's deserving. Okay, that's you deserve the attention you're going to get. Aries rising, the 11th house. A lot of changes for Aries rising people. You may be focusing on anything that puts you on the right path to achieving your dreams, creating the future you want. Long view, right? It's futuristic. It's your friends, it's groups, it's experiencing changes. Also, Aries rising may want to have a larger impact on the world, be more charitable, be more humanitarian, right? Because groups like Greenpeace, AmeriCares, That's all found under the 11th house of, well, the house of brotherly love. And that's ruled by Aquarius. But Aries rising, that's where you're getting hit. I want to say too, I'm sidebarring with Nicoletta here, but you may find that you may be getting hit in two houses. You may have it split between two houses. That's why I gave you the video, so you could see that. So you want to look at both of these, and especially where the Jupiter is and the Sun Saturn conjunction. That those are where you see those big planets. Aquarius moves very quickly. It's the big planets you always want to look at. And the big planets are Neptune, Pluto, Uranus. They move very, very slowly through a sign. So, and they have bigger impact. Pluto has a huge impact. For such a little planet, has a huge impact. And usually not a pleasant one, I have to say. The 12th house, Pisces rising, the 12th house. And again, the 12th and the 8th are the two most difficult, most convoluted houses. They're the deepest. Scorpio and Pisces rules those two, right? So it's the house of the hidden enemies, places of isolation, convents, monasteries, psychiatric hospitals, all ruled by the 12th house. Hidden enemies, terminal illness, chronic illness, 12th house stuff, illnesses that show up out of nowhere. So with Pisces rising people, you may start making changes in your life, but doing it quietly, right? Because don't forget, house of isolation, you don't use this stuff that's very internal, okay? House of the rising sun, it's the house of karma. Background changes, helping someone else to create change. Unlike the 10th house, the 12th house is not looking for the limelight. It's you're looking to be behind the curtain. You also can become more intuitive. Okay, Pisces rising people. You may gain sudden subconscious insights. You may change your spiritual beliefs, your practices. You may take up new ones that are on the unconventional side. Because don't forget, unconventional, that is the Uranus hallmark, that is Aquarius. Rebellion, unconventional, change. Okay? I gotta let my dog in now. So I'm sorry. I see Elizabeth. Yes, I'm letting him in right now. He's out there barking like a fool. Yeah, I hear you. Hey, bud. Why don't you go lay down now? Yeah, it's fun. It's so much fun. Okay. Back, and let's hope this guy, go lay down now. Now you're done. So that's the astrology. Hey, Ma. Okay. Okay. I hope that helped. I don't think I'm good here. That was it. That's what I've got here for notes. And I'm going to urge you to look at your chart, astro.com. I made it real simple. See where these transits are hitting. All right. If you have any questions, certainly message me. Yeah, or call the shop. I'm happy to help. Okay. Is everyone clear? It's going to be a big year for change, guys. There's no getting around it. And for those of us who are feeling like the other shoe is about to drop, anyone that feels like you hang on that cliffhanger, you're not wrong. Not even a little bit wrong. There's more to come. People are just not going to be tolerant. If you'll notice, that word was never once uttered. Tolerance, no, not so much. Acceptance for things that are new and innovative and different. If they help the masses, if they better our humanity, absolutely. But anyone that thinks that things like choosing between the lesser of two evils, which is a personal for me, I hate that. The idea of put up or shut up, the idea of that's how it's always been done. You can't have it that way. Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking not. It'd be great if we could get congressional term limits happening, huh? Because being told no is not going to be no for no good reason. No, because that's how it's always been. It's not going to cut the mustard, guys. Fourth house, Sean. Not so bad. That's all about home, childhood memories, and security. Security in terms of family. Family and home. But it also can be dredging up any childhood memories, looking at that's the fourth house is also the childhood home is found in the fourth house. And I think also the father. The mother or the father's fourth house. Fourth and 10th is, and I forget the fourth is the mother or the father. Okay, well, anyway. It's the mother. What am I saying? The fourth house is the mother. So those issues too. What are you doing, bud? Go lay down. No, lay down. Then get in your chair, pal. This dog's absolutely lost his mind. And after Poppy, that's just freaking me out. What? What's the matter? You got room over there. Go lay down on the cushion. Go on, go lay down next to her. It's okay. Nellie's sleeping. Go lay down. Oh my God. All right. So, don't freak me out tonight. Right? Say hi. Where's the kids? Huh. I see you. I'm right here. What? What's the matter? You're all shook up. Now go lay down. You're good now. Go lay down. Thanks. You can't get in my lap, honey. What you doing? I can't. Oh, God. Okay. Basset Hound that wants to be a lap dog. Oh. Okay. Can you go lay down now? No. Apparently not. Okay. This is fun. Okay. So, let's do Tarotscopes, shall we? This is rattling all over the place. We're doing well tonight, huh? Okay, let's start with Aquarius. Let's start with Aries. And for anyone who's new here, I do a 6-card spread. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first card is the issue. The second 2 cards are the immediate issues around it, and then the next 3 are resolution and what to expect in the near future. This is a short-term reading. So, Aries, we see the 7 of Swords. We have the Strength and the Emperor reversed. Queen of Swords reversed, the 9 of Cups, the 4 of Swords. Well, with the Queen of Swords reversed and the Emperor reversed, that's usually the parents, guys. The 7 of Swords is gossip, is toxic behavior. I'm looking at the 9 of Cups, the Strength, and the 4 of Swords. I don't know how many of you Aries are having issues with parents right now. It does get resolved. But we have the Emperor reverse, which is a man that doesn't want to be responsible. And we have the Queen of Swords reverse, which is usually a difficult, vindictive, manipulative female. If you're having issues in the home with the parents, and toxic behavior, Strength, the 9 of Cups, the 4 of Swords. Well, those are wonderful cards for you, Aries, in terms of dealing with it. And the 4 of Swords is respite and peace at the end of the day. I'm going to say it works out in your benefit, but I got to say don't engage. I think in this case, it's not to engage. Don't engage the energy. There's 2 of them and there's 1 of you. You know what I'm saying? Ten of Swords. It may be time to end relationships, especially if we're looking at people that just can't stop bringing toxic behavior. Again, Uranus and endings, ending things that no longer work, and ending even something as important as a family dynamic. And I'm hearing, I gotta tell you, I'm hearing a lot of that. I heard that today. A toxic mother who's destroyed a relationship and doesn't care, does not care. And if that's the case, and no one cuts cords faster than an Aries, Four of Cups, you're still on the fence here. Lack of balance. And I should say the cards I threw are the Ten of Swords, the Four of Cups, and Temperance reversed. Well, as long as you are entertaining toxic people, you will be living in a toxic environment. And the cards are saying it's time to let go of it. Let go of it so you can finally have peace of mind, so you can finally relax. I don't know that you're ready to do it right now, Aries, but it is. I don't think you'll be able to stand it through this retrograde. You may just not be able to tolerate any further, okay? Because you're just not entertaining. And again, it works to your detriment, and that's not going to be allowed. There you go. Okay, Nicoletta, there it is. Hi, Marie, how are you? Oh, he's really okay. He's on medication. They gave him a shot to alleviate his back because he sprained his back, like I said, and now he takes medicine every day. But he's fine. He's climbing the stairs. He's now he's sleeping. He was concerned because I'll tell you why. Because Nellie, who is this big, is sleeping in his huge bed, and he couldn't figure out how he could get in bed with her without, I guess, getting bitten. I don't know. They're in bed now. They're sleeping together. Let me see. You know what? I'll show you. Because you got nothing better to do, right? Let me see if I can show you. My messy, messy house. Here we go. Let's see. Can we see? Let's see. Nope, I don't think I can show you. That's not good. Not forbid we wake him up. Can you see it? There they are. See him under the table there? That's Noah under the table. See? There you go. That's what was all the fuss was about. Man, I gotta clean my house up. It was funny last week. Last Saturday, late in the day, when a young woman was getting a reading, and her boyfriend was there. And they were like in their late 20s, you know. And I really wasn't paying much attention beyond saying, "Hey, how are you?" Doing about my business. And I look up, and this guy had faced the whole store. He used the word faced, which means he knows retail. And he literally reorganized my whole shop in the half hour. And I was like, "Oh my God, what have you done?" He's like, I faced it, and I put these things, and I'm like, "You're a Virgo, aren't you?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, I am." So, and it was funny. That's a Virgo thing. I had a Virgo reader once. And I remember, and I'm Pisces, so everything is it is where it is. And I'm kind of allergic to straight lines and right angles, but everything would line up right angles and straight lines right there, you know. So that is one of those. Well, we are polar opposites, right? Virgo and Pisces. All right, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. The first card up is the Queen of Wands reversed, the Six of Cups, the Knight of Coins, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Cups reversed, and Justice reversed. Oh God. Well, of course, the first thing I think of when I look at these cards would be a woman who's working very hard to get a kid in school, making plans for a kid to be in school, Six of Cups, leaving home. And I say school because Three of Wands is education. And the Queen of Cups reversed and Justice reversed. So here you are working hard to get your kid ready to leave and really not wanting them to go. Okay, it's depressing. I've always sort of when my little guy, when my youngest leaves, I'm gonna need medication because that's gonna be a bad day. Queen of Cups reversed, justice sense of not being fair. How else could I see it? Well, workaholic. Queen of Wands reversed. Well, the Six of Cups is usually leaving home. It also could be a opportunity being presented for advancement, but not where you live. It would require a transfer with kids in school and not able to do that. So it could be that as well. But it really is, it is a female energy being hit very hard, very unfairly. It's depressing. And it really has to do with leaving home. I don't see moving home. That's how I'm reading these cards. Yeah, I don't see any other way to read them, frankly. Scorpio rising, I read them. I read off all the different rising signs. So yes, I'm sorry. I'm not doing Scorpio rising. I'm actually, that was Taurus. And now we're on, good grief, Gemini. I'm not doing the rising signs. I'm doing the sun signs. Okay. So, Gemini, we have the Tower reversed. Look, Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Fool reversed. You have the Magician, the Queen of Coins, Seven of Cups. Well, these first three cards are not great. The Tower reversed. Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Fool reversed. Someone's slamming the brakes on something hard. Okay? And it's bringing about chaos. And honestly, it's there's a feeling of being an unlucky break. You know, like you were all set to do and no, you're not. I will say it does look like you possibly, Gemini, are the ones who put the brakes on. The ones who, threw cold water on the idea. The Magician, the Queen of Coins, the Seven of Cups. Well, it could be, and it's interesting. Again, I'll correlate to a reading I had with a young woman who had gone to college, and he went to college for, I forgot, what was it? It was crazy. It was pharmaceutical chemistry or something amazing, like just wow, And she hated it. Got out of college, 4 years of college, hated it. And she was on her way to New York for a whole different, you'd be like, whoa, okay. I mean, so it really would be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do what I want to do, the Magician, what I'm good at, Queen of Coins, making money, and really just finding ways to do how you're going to facilitate that. But it really speaks to, I thought I was going down this way, but now I'm going this way. Thought this was going to happen, now we're going to go this route. Okay? The Gemini. It really is the big U-turn, the big fork in the road. Not really a fork in the road, I shouldn't say that. It's not really a fork in the road card. That would be more of a Two of Swords kind of thing. This really is, I'm kind of putting the kibosh on this. Thought it was going to work, not going to work. I want to look at some alternatives. Okay? And it does seem to have a lot to do with money, how money is made. Sense of mastery. Possibly finding out how you can, maybe even having to work at something you don't like part-time while you're putting something into play full-time, or vice versa. Again, working that full-time job to get your new endeavor off the ground. That's Gemini. Cancer. Cancer, we start off with the Four of Wands, the Sun, the Two of Swords, the World reversed, the Three of Coins reversed, the Seven of Coins. Not that different than Gemini, except that you're full speed ahead. You're not putting the brakes on anything. Four of Wands is celebration, and it's usually celebrating advancement. Um, yeah, career advancement, new creative opportunities, and the Sun, which we always know is Sun and the Stars, the best cards in the deck. And yet there's a sense of rock and a hard place. Why? The World reverse, the Three of Coins reverse, the Seven of Coins. This would speak to me of an opportunity being presented, but the payoff isn't there. That's where it's different than Gemini, where Gemini is like, no, this is going to work, but the money isn't there yet. And it is a big change, the World reversed. So I'm going to say it's an opportunity. I'm not sure you're ready to have the World reversed. I'm not sure you're ready to have your world upended. Cancer. I am thinking if they don't come with more money, and I say that because the Seven of Coins is how can I make more money, and the Three of Coins. So it's almost like we have this new opportunity for you, but they're not going to pay anymore, and you got to take a transfer. You know, there's opportunity for you, but you got to work nights, and you got a family at home. Who's going to watch the kids when you're working nights? It goes something like that. Okay, it is rock in a hard place. And yet the sun is shining on it, and it is an opportunity. It is a real opportunity. It's just almost like, how am I going to stretch this out until it pays off? A lot of people are going into real estate right now. I know a lot of people who've gotten their real estate licenses, and they of course they sign with a real estate agency. Excuse me, you have to. But the money's not going to roll in yet. It takes time for the money to come in. So here's the opportunity. But what are you going to do until the money comes in? And how do you bridge that gap? Okay. All right, Leo. Leo. The Moon. The Eight of Wands reversed. The Devil reversed. The Page of Wands. The Two of Cups. The Star reversed. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Well, the Moon is things that are hidden. The Eight of Wands is saying focus on your career, and the Devil reversed is removing or getting away from something that's toxic, Leo. The Page of Wands, again, moving forward creatively. The Two of Cups. I love the Two of Cups card. It's a romance that comes out of friendship, or friendship that can grow into romance, and yet I'm looking at the Star reversed. And so what I'm seeing for Leo is two things kind of blowing up simultaneously. One is this idea of focus on career. There's more opportunities coming. It's a growth cycle. And then I'm looking at relationship. Almost like a friendship that you're moving into that out of a friend zone, probably maybe testing out the waters. And I don't think it's going to fly. I don't think this is going to be like a friends with benefits. I don't think you can do that, Leo. I also don't think you can be hidden. So if there's something unsavory, the Moon would indicate hidden motives. So maybe you found out that someone that you thought was going to be romance is actually married. Oh my God, that's happening so much. Thought this could work out. Thought this would be great. Oh my God, he's married. Oh my God, he's divorced. He's not divorced yet. He told me, but he's not. Or people who are not what they seem to be. And the cards are these cards are like, you know what? Just cut your losses. Focus on work. Focus on being creative. Hang on. One more card. Six of Swords reversed. No. It also could be you thought you were going somewhere, doing something exciting. If you had travel plans, if you thought you were gonna move in together, and it's like, nope. No, you found out something that's not right, something that someone didn't tell you. There's hidden things that are revealed, and it's just not possible. I don't think you have it in you. One sign that is not good, Leo is not the sign to have hidden affairs. When they're with you, they're with you. They want to be out in public. They want to be showing you off. They want to be shown off. They want to be sitting at a table in the restaurant where everyone sees them. They like that. They like attention. So you're not going to see many Leos happy for very long with somebody who's like, well, I can only see you. We can't let anybody know. And you know, we have to keep it to ourselves. Like, that's not a Leo thing. That might work for a little while, but that's not going to hold many Leos for very long. Okay? They're also usually Leos are proud of their spouses or they're proud of their partners. So if they can't show you off, if they can't talk about you to their friends, well, good are you? That's all a big part of the relationship, right? All right, Virgo, 7 of Wands. The 9 of Swords reversed. The Hierophant reversed. The Chariot reversed. The 10 of Coins reversed. And the Knight of Swords. Ooh. Virgo. Let's see, one more card. King of Cups reversed. All right. Well, the Nine of Swords reversed is a saving grace because it's the end of anxiety, even while everything else is being upended. The Hierophant reversed is recognizing you've been stuck in a rut and wanting out of it, wanting change to happen, but it's hitting you in your home life, in your residence, I should say. I'm concerned that if you wanted to move, that may not be happening in the way you wanted it to. And the 7 of Wands is suggesting looking at, well, it's usually education and training, but I'm going to say it's doing something that you haven't done before, or a new way of doing something, a new innovation, a new training on a new process. And you're fine with that. You're fine with the changes happening, but it seems like it holds up other things, other changes you want to make while you're going through this part of it, the training part of it, the new part of it. It's oh God, I just had someone again did a reading a couple days ago that she quit a job that she had just gotten because she was in the process of getting divorced and moving. She's like, I can't start a new job, get divorced, and work, and it's a whole new field. And so she quit the job. She's like, she talked to her boss and said, I can't give this the attention I need. And in addition, Virgo, with the Knight of Swords laying next to the King of Cups reversed, I would be concerned about bad news. Kings are usually fathers, father figure, grandfather, but there may be some bad news coming at a man. It would be health or mental health issues, possibly with someone who's either a drinker, and again, wouldn't be someone who quit drinking and be actively drinking. King of Cups, emotional issues. And so there may be a sense of something new has to be handled, has to be dealt with. This isn't something that you can't keep doing it the same old way. Time for innovation there too. So one more card, and that's the Hangman. Okay. None of these cards for Virgo involve running away. And they all involve delayed gratification. So it really is like I have to finish, like I have to get through the divorce and the move before I can start a new job. I have to deal with a sick parent before I can, leave the house. If you're living home with a parent that needs you, that has health issues, this isn't the time to walk away. They still need you there, don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm seeing. It's okay. There's no loss per se. It's just a delayed gratification, training to get to the next level. Things not moving as fast as you might like, but they're still working out in good time. Libra. No comments. Maybe got quiet here on the feed. All right, Libra. We have the Three of Cups reversed. We have the King of Swords reversed. We have the Four of Coins, the Hermit reversed, the Ten of Cups, the Six of Wands. Well, because the King of Swords is usually a man who's a bully. Usually it's a male energy that can be abusive, verbally, abusive, I don't say physical. And the Three of Cups reversed is unhappy partnership. And I'm not sure that now there's no broken hearts here. So I'm really not sure if this is somebody you work with or somebody you live with. But and I almost want to say it's someone you work with, or because I'm looking at the Ten of Cups and the Hermit reversed, maybe you are working out of the house and this isn't going well with the marriage or the partnership. Maybe you're working out of the house and you have a boss who's not managing properly. The Six of Wands is the saving grace for Libra because the Six of Wands is career advancement, is promotion. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sense of this. Four of Coins is asking, how can I make money? The Hermit reversed is pushing away, wanting to be alone, wanting to be autonomous. It could be moving into the house, but dealing with somebody who's going to be difficult in that house. Dealing with a boss, perhaps. Again, kings are bosses, husbands, father figures. Also, the King of Swords reversed can be a father or someone dealing with Alzheimer's or dementia because swords are air is thought. So this is where the King of Cups reversed is emotional issues and sometimes drinking issues, but emotional and drinking is kind of a knee jerk to depression, honestly. But in this case, the King of Swords reversed, that's air, that's cerebral, that's thought. It's reversed. So it's either incorrect thought, angry words, communication problems, or it is potentially dementia. And again, it's this idea of unhappy partnership, the need to be autonomous and move the career forward. Okay? King of Coins. My thinking really is it's that the home life is it's difficult to work out of the house for whatever reason for you Libra, but there's advancement and possibly even going back into the office to get away from home situation to move it into back into an office. Definitely there's a change of location there. Okay. Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Three of Swords. Page of Cups. Judgment. Page of Coins reversed. Eight of Swords reversed. King of Wands reversed. Oh, God. When I look at these cards, my first I always my first impression is the need to remove a child from a child. Yeah, the need to remove a child from an environment. Um, the yeah, it looks to me like either there's poverty issues, maybe it's the kids, they need to come home. You may have adult children who have children of their own that they are not able to make ends meet. They're not able to care for their children, and they may need to come home for a while. Maybe dealing. It's heartbreaking. The Three of Swords is heartbreak. Don't get me wrong. It could be you have a child living at home. I hate saying child, an adult child. Okay, one of your offspring um, that may want to leave, but isn't ready to leave, but is leaving anyway. How's that? King of Swords reversed can be a gaslighter. Yeah, absolutely. It's usually an unkind man. It's usually a bully. So however you want to read bully, gaslighting is a form of bullying. Um, King of Wands reversed. The other thing here is you may have had a child move in with the father, and they're not getting the attention they need, and you may be like, you then come home. If you're not happy, come home, and it's the whole thing is like they're not. Um, but this does speak to emotional issues with a offspring, whether it's your child or a grandchild. It deals with financial loss and no longer being able to be stuck in place. So if you had a kid that moved out and moved into an unsavory neighborhood or is in a bad situation, they may not be able to stay there any longer. Do I see it being an authority issue? No, I don't see DCF or the police involved. I'm not seeing a court issue. I'm just hearing it like we can't pay the rent. We can't afford this. And I really don't see you wanting to pay their bills for them. So it has to be moving somebody out of a situation into a better situation. Or it may be saying, okay, I'll take the grandchild while you guys figure it out. It'd be something like that. I don't, again, it's very emotional, it's very touchy in terms of how involved you want to be. And honestly, from the looks of it, you don't want to be that involved. But again, you're not going to let your kid fail or starve to death, so it's, or become homeless and live in a shelter. So it's a tough call, Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius. Not loving, and I really don't love negative readings. I always say thank you when I have someone sit down who's just really everything's going so well. Like, thank you. That is so refreshing. You're making good decisions, and you're moving forward. And I gotta say, a lot of young people coming in the shop, yes, making fresh plans, making decisions, wanting to be autonomous, wanting to be independent, and with a solid plan behind that. Like the young woman I read who went to college, got out of college, was working in her field and hating it, made a whole U-turn. But she had a solid plan for how she was going to move and go and do and create. Good planning, okay? So I'm really not happy telling somebody I don't like something, a situation, a living situation for your adult child or for a grandchild, or, you know, I don't. I just want to be really clear about that. But the other thing I always say, it's very rare for someone to come in and say, hey, Laura, do you have time for a reading? Everything is going so well. Like, my whole life is just great. I just want to sit down and, go over things. No, that's rare. It's usually they come in because there is a problem. There is a concern. There is an issue. That's like we'll get readings. Not like they'll come in and say, gee, it's all so good. Let's see if we can fuck it up. I don't know. Throw something bad at me, give me a challenge. No, people don't do that. So Sometimes when they're starting new businesses or on the cusp, they'll come in and see what comes up in the cards, and and that's great. That's fine. Sometimes I didn't think of that, or I got to address that before. Okay. Sagittarius, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Cups reversed, Death, the Ace of Wands reversed, the Two of Coins reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed. Oh God. Okay, I'm going to say this. Sagittarius, if you're thinking of going into business with another person, I want you to think twice. Okay? Sagittarius, if you're thinking of going into business or forming a partnership, I want you to look at their credit rating. If you're even, let me tell you, if you're dating someone new, for $12, do a background check. Make sure they're not criminals. Make sure they're not still married. Don't just assume someone's being honest with you. If you're meeting someone new, get their name, get their address, and run a check, a police check. I think it's peoplefinder.com, or there's a few, and it's not expensive. But just make sure, because I'm looking at the Two of Wands like an opportunity that comes out of nowhere, but I'm looking at Ace of Wands reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed, Death, the Eight of Cups reversed. It looks like someone is promising more than they can deliver. It looks like somebody who could be on the take. Two of Coins reversed. Presenting as being a great. I know. It'd be like going into business. Okay, so you put the money down, and buy the supplies, and you fund everything, and I'm going to do this. It's like, what do you bring to the table? Really, you're going to sit at the tape desk and front desk and help people come in? That sort of thing. So just make sure it's an equal partnership, because it doesn't look like it's financially to your benefit, and you may just decide to end it before you begin. Okay, that's Sagittarius. Now you might say, is every Sagittarius going to start a partnership or a business? No, of course not. But do you have someone you know who is? One of your kids, one of your siblings, someone you're close to, your best friend, maybe your best friend's kid. Gee, my son wants to do this, and I'm not feeling good about it. You can validate them. No, I think they should wait. I think, Mom, do a background check on that person that wants to go into business with your son. Do a background check. Nobody has to know. They'll never know that their background is being checked. Thanks, Melissa. And you're welcome. Okay? But I'm serious. I would run background checks on anybody I was going to try to get into a relationship or partnership with. I would never assume that they were on the up and up before I invested a penny in something. I would just want to know. Okay, hedge your bets and check them out. And Sag, for you, especially since Sagittarius is usually so optimistic, and Sagittarius does tend to be very trusting. They jump in with both feet, and that's a great quality. Sag is ruled by Jupiter, so they're expansive. Everyone's a friend, And again, the eternal optimist. And usually Sag lands on their feet, but let's just double check this one, okay, Sag? Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, I see the Knight of Cups. I see the High Priestess, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Lovers, the Five of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is wonderful because it's love or emotional health coming in. The High Priestess, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is advancement. Nine of Wands is crossing bridges, moving forward. The High Priestess, you're on intellectually and intuitively. I love that. Ten of Wands is a lot of pressure, a lot of career pressure. It's okay. The Lovers, you know what you're doing. That's all good. The fly in the ointment is this Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is regret. The Five of Cups is literally crying over spilt milk. Things that collateral damage. That's the word I'm hearing, honestly, is collateral damage. Crying over things that, man, I'm going to throw one more card. The Nine of Coins reversed. Instead of wasting time, it's wasted money. Things you thought could happen that aren't happening, that didn't happen. Things you gave your heart to that didn't pan out. People that took advantage of you financially. People that put you in the hole financially. There's a lot of even on the cusp of all this success and enjoying all this success and it really is success. It's a sense of I gotta look backwards and see, look at how far I've come, and still like you're not able to let go of the fact that got tripped up here, got tripped up, and there's still a sense of very rawness to it. I don't want to focus on that too much because all these other cards are so awesome, so good. But the Five of Cups is literally crying over spilt milk, not ready to move forward yet from something that Nine of Coins reversed didn't pan out. I was going to say it would tail into the Sagittarius reading where like maybe you did have a partner that you trusted and they didn't come through. So even on the brink of all this wonderful success, looking back and saying, man, that asshole put me in the hole. You know, damn, I just that wasted my money, wasted my time. Okay? But again, it's in the rear view mirror. I don't see any of this impacting. It's crying over spilt milk, meaning the milk's been spilt. Okay? You're just not moving on past it. Right? That's the only flame ointment for you, Capricorn, is you're still mourning something that happened that happened. Stamp the milk and move on. And that's always easier said than done. Always. Okay, Aquarius. The Empress reversed. The Five of Coins reversed. The Six of Coins reversed. The Five of Wands. The Ace of Cups. The Eight of Coins reversed. Ugh. Okay. Well, how do I read these cards? I want one more card because they are all over the place. The Ace of Coins reversed. Oh shit. Okay, the Empress reversed. Female out of power. Could be a sick mother. It could just be a female whose business is failing. And yet, the Five of Coins reversed is bad fortunes turning around. Okay? Six of Coins, there's still money owed. So I'm going to say there's some sort of debt, some kind of money owed. It's the same thing over and over and over again. I almost want to say it's money owed. Oh, man. And not making enough money to pay that off. The bright spot is the Ace of Cups. It's almost like you're in love with someone or there's somebody, but they don't understand that they've got to make more money. You know, the same thing, oh, we need more money. We're not paying our bills. We've got debt to pay. And it's just somebody who's not getting that. And God, I've been hearing a lot of that lately too. You know, people who are happy just doing the minimum. And there's love there. But it's the same over and over, you know. People doing menial jobs who could do much more, but you know they're happy doing that, and you're left holding the bag. Like, but this isn't enough to support us. You know, we need, and they're just not. They're not. You know, they're not doing more. Five of Swords reversed. In terms of debt owed, you may need to file bankruptcy. I don't know. It's getting better, but if more money isn't coming in, you know, Aquarius, you got to see that offset. Now, again, is every Aquarius looking at it? No, they're not. But do you have a sibling? Do you have someone you care about? Female out of power. Almost as if it's almost like somebody else somebody else's name is on the mortgage. Somebody else, it's so you can't move forward. You can't sell property because they won't sell. Um, Same argument, but money needs to get raised. It's very frustrating. These cards are just looking at them is frustrating. Money not coming in. Six of Coins reversed. Money you thought would come in wasn't there. Bills need to get paid. That is the Six of Coins reversed. Debt. At the very least, you may find yourself having to look at getting some sort of financial planning or some sort of debt services. But I really don't. It's just like this is somebody you love, but they just can't stop. Now, someone who's a shopaholic, someone who just keeps bringing in debt, making more debt, and not addressing the fact that we're spending more than we have. You know. All right. So for Aquarius, if you can't rein somebody in, you're going to need to get some outside help. And I've heard of that. I've heard of women who have whole storage bins where they bring things they buy. They don't bring them home. They have storage bins full. And then the husbands just find out, like, oh my God, that's where all the money's going. You know, you can be a shopaholic, literally. That can be an addiction. Not great. Not great. Okay. Let me just shuffle these cards for Pisces. I'll throw all these extra cards around. And the whole deck. Someone asked me if I shuffle in between or, and I don't do that. I don't, because I feel like the cards are going to fall away. I shuffle with the intention of the 12 signs. So I assume the cards are going to fall where they're meant to fall. So I don't shuffle in between. I throw the cards and move on and then go through the whole deck that way. Well, I think when we look at innovation, thinking about regret, we look at wasted time, and that's been a big theme too in my readings. Is why did I waste so much time with that person? Why did I waste so much time, doing something I didn't love? Why did I invest in something so heavily that wasn't making me happy? And yeah, big theme. And that's the stuff though that springboards into revolutionary thought. It springboards into, okay, I need to do something different. I need a different way. This isn't working. I'm not happy. I don't want to do this anymore. And that's how people foster change. Okay? All right, Pisces. A sec here. Okay. We start off Pisces with the Ace of Swords, the Page of Swords, the King of Swords reversed, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Oh, man. Okay. Well, the Ace of Swords is strong, positive action. Okay, it's upright. It's clear communication. It's and the Page of Swords too is bringing in news, bringing in information. These cards are wonderful cards. The Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups, love, 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 loving where you live. Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups, wishes coming true. Ace of Cups is love, is celebrating love. Aces are always strong cards. The Ace of Swords, strong communication. And yet I have the King of Swords reversed. And what do we talk about? King of Swords reversed. What we were just saying, a gaslighter, someone who's a bully, someone who's well, because I'm seeing strong communication, because I'm seeing wishes coming true, happy at home, Ace of Cups. Let me just look at this King of Swords here. Two of Coins reversed. It could just be that And I see it, I hear it all the time. Very unhappy partnership. And yet, and yet your life is so good. Where you live is good. Your kids are happy. You love your job. You know, everyone's healthy. And then there's a person in the house that's just miserable. Miserable and hard to get along with. And it's like, but they help pay the bills. Um, so you tolerate this fly in the ointment, so to speak. You tolerate this dark cloud in an otherwise beautiful picture. Imagine a beautiful picture and then one little dark cloud, you know, that rumbles and make noises and, thunder, lightning, but it's a dark cloud in an otherwise beautiful landscape. And I'm going to say this is more about money. This is more about, everything else is about emotions for Pisces, communication for Pisces, love for Pisces. And you got this one problem here. Ace of Wands reversed. So it's almost like agreeing to, we're partners. We're gonna keep this thing going because everything else is going well. I'm not gonna upset the apple cart. We're just gonna go along. Now, what else could that be? Looking at these cards, because I'm looking again at the King of Swords reversed, the Two of Coins reversed, the Ace of Wands reversed. It could also be, hey, loving home, loving your husband, loving your spouse, loving the life, loving the kids, and yet you've got, a boss who's just, again, miserable, a bullying boss in a job that you need to pay the bills. But everything else is great. You just got to deal with this idiot, this awful human being. It doesn't read like a coworker. It reads like a boss, somebody that you have to, it could be a coworker. It's somebody you have to work with, and they're not team players. They're not, but everything else is so good that you're putting up with this for now. Okay? No, nothing's perfect. These cards, though, they're wonderful cards, except for that King of Swords reversed, the Two of Coins reversed, the Ace of Wands reversed. I almost want to put it more into work. Somebody at work who's very difficult boss. And then the need to, it could be a father, I guess. It could be. It could be the family dynamic. You're home, you're going to school, you're doing your thing, and you got, again, the father who's miserable, bully, who's not nice. But, everything else is going well. So you put up with somebody, you're just, yeah. A lot of people, a lot of college age kids who are home, that they love to be away at school. They're not happy in the home, family home, and because somebody is overbearing, because somebody is difficult, and yet, gotta be tolerated for now. Everything else is looking good. So that's it, guys. That's the 12 signs. That's what's going on astrologically. If you did not go on that video, please, I just did it. Of course, I post a lot, but go on Talisman and Cauldron, this page you're on right now. Just cursor down, and you'll see the video I made. Pull up, you got to join astro.com. It's free. Put in your birth information, and then and you can pull up and you put in your kids and your husbands or your spouses or your friends, your siblings, and you can really, it's a lot more than just that aspect of checking your chart. If you want to learn your chart, if you want to really learn your natal chart, do all of this, astro.com, and then the free reports, go to Astro Click Portrait. Oh my God, you can click on any of the planets, any of the transit lines, any of the houses, and it gives you this detailed breakdown. So if you want to learn your natal chart, that's what you do. On astro.com, you'll see all the free reports. Those that begin with free tryout edition, no. If you're interested and you want to buy a report, and I've actually, just to see my bought some reports off there. I got good reports. But those free reports are never going to be very substantive. They're like half sentences, and they're pretty much clickbait. They want you to buy those reports. Whereas other reports, like the ones by Robert Hand, are quite inclusive, quite interesting. There's a few compatibility charts. There's a child's breakdown of a child's natal chart. Really interesting stuff. So, thank you, Anne. Have a good weekend. You too. So, anyways, that's what's going on. That's what's happening. Guys, stay safe. One thing with all this energy of change and revolution and innovation could also imply security and safety breaks. So this is one time I would say lock the car, maintain security, boundaries are important. Um, watch who you trust. Watch who you trust. People are going to show strange new sides of themselves that you didn't expect, good and bad. People are going to show you strengths, creative energies. God, I didn't know you could write like that. I didn't know you could do that. Innovation, you know. But it's also going to be, I didn't think you were capable of that. I didn't know you really felt like that. You can go both ways. You too, Vanessa. Thank you. You guys, hey, Carrie. All right, so on that note, I'm going to let you go. Okay? Do some research and especially see where Uranus and Taurus is falling in your chart because that's going to be a challenge. Okay? And I will talk to you all next week. Everyone behave themselves, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.